It's showtime. We're back. We're better than ever. And this is Castle Title TV. I'm your host, David Kramer. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you all had a fantastic 4th of July holiday. Did something fun and exciting with your family and friends. Apologize for not getting any episodes out last week. That's not like me. But between vacation, between being really busy, and a lot going on, unfortunately, I just didn't have time to sit down in front of the camera and put out an episode. Not going to happen this week. That's why I'm here. Again, I apologize, but I really have missed you, and it's good to be back. Today, in the mail, I received this Title Talk. It's the information that we get from our underwriter, Old Republic, about what's going on with Old Republic, what's happening, who's going where, what's going on. And the cover story, as you could see, hold this up again, 80% of Old Republic's revenue is coming from its title agents. And that got me to think, do people really understand what a title agent is, what a title company is? And with that, I decided to do a little bit of searching online. I like to see who's talking about what, and I found a really interesting piece on Vidler. And it is from a realtor with RE/MAX in Scottsdale, Arizona, talking about how he thinks when you send a deal to a title company, you should deal exclusively with the title company underwriter or one of its direct subsidiaries. So I wanted to comment on that and talk a little about what that means, because people do ask us from time to time, and I want you to understand the distinction. And I also want to explain what I agree with and what I disagree with in the piece. I'm going to link it up. I would frankly encourage you to stop watching right now and watch this link. It's only like 2.5 minutes. Basically, there are title insurance underwriters, and there are title insurance agents for those underwriters. So your title insurance underwriters are going to be your Stewart Title, your Old Republic, First America, Fidelity, there's Westcor. There's a handful. I would say there's maybe 10 or so nationwide underwriters that are actually writing the insurance policies that you're going to be issued when you buy your new home, and they're going to be protecting you. From a residential point of view, really these policies are all almost exactly identical. On a commercial deal, it matters a little bit more, but residential transactions, who writes your policy, in my opinion, doesn't really matter. You're going to be paying the same exact thing. You have a choice of dealing directly with the underwriter, or in many states, you can deal with an agent of that underwriter. What's the difference? Well, Castle Title, my company, is an agent of Old Republic. We write Old Republic policies. If you go to Old Republic directly or go to Castle Title, your policy is going to look the same. The question is, when selecting title, should you go directly to the title underwriter or work with one of his agents? In the piece that you're going to watch from Arizona, the agent suggests that he only exclusively sends his business directly to the underwriter, and his main reason for doing so is completely flawed. Let me explain. Agent suggests that you should send your business directly to the title insurance underwriter because in the event that the title company that you're working with, the agent, goes out of business and you have an earnest money deposit with them, you're going to lose your money. Completely, absolutely, 100% wrong. Why? Because if you have an earnest money deposit being held by the title company before you're closing, the money that you've given them is not in their operating account, it's not company assets, it should be in their escrow accounts. By their nature, by law, escrow accounts are client money. Title company cannot take money out of that account unless it's going to be paying somebody that is owed money as a result of your transaction or paying itself as a result of work done for your transaction. And all the withdrawals have to be disclosed on the HUD settlement statement. If you're dealing with an agent as opposed to an underwriter directly, and your title company goes out of business, you're not going to lose your deposit because the money should be in escrow. And those assets are not subject to the creditors that the title company may have. And what would happen is they'd simply write you a check returning your money. It's really just that simple. And what I thought was particularly funny about the piece that you're going to watch is that the agent suggests that one of the underwriters that you can use is Land America, because Land America happens to be in bankruptcy and was recently bought out by Fidelity. And if you don't believe me and you want to see all about it, go to landam.com and you can see all about it. Because the point is, underwriters go out of business too. Let me repeat that. Underwriters, like title companies, go out of business too. And if they go out of business, same thing. Your money should be escrowed. It should not be in their operating account. It should not be subject to creditors. You should not lose a penny if they go out of business. Now, when an agent, a real estate agent, recommends that you use a specific title company, I would encourage you to do exactly what the agent in the video says. Why are you referring me to them? What is it you like about them? Why do you send your business to them? What is your relationship with them? I would want to know the answer to all those questions as well. It's important to understand when somebody refers you in a real estate transaction to use somebody else, whether it's a lender, whether it's an appraiser, whether it's a surveyor, you name it, why do you send your business to them? Why do you want me to go to them? What is it about their services that you like? Definitely important to ask. But as far as the purpose of the video that you've watched, or you should have hopefully watched, there is a major difference between sending your business to a title insurance underwriter and sending your business to an agent of that underwriter. And the difference is really in your favor. Let me turn off the ringer because you don't need to hear that. The difference is very clear. Title insurance underwriters are closing thousands, let me repeat that, thousands of transactions in any given month. Why? I know that because I check. Most title insurance agents, like myself, are not closing tens of thousands of deals a month. I'd love to, but the reality is we're just not. And so title insurance companies, agents, care a whole lot more about your transaction and about your agent and your lender than some big conglomerate that is doing tens of thousands of deals a month, because one deal is not going to make or break them. And whether they get more business out of your agent, they probably don't care. They might say that they care, they just don't have the resources and the self-interest to care about every transaction like an independent title insurance company like Castle Title or many of the other thousands of companies out there. And I think at the end of the day, as a consumer, you should be most concerned about service. Who's taking care of you? Who's looking out for your interests? Who's protecting your backside? And I really believe that independent title insurance agents are in a much, much, much better position to do that than a direct-to-consumer title shop, which is also, title underwriter. And it's specifically for that reason, because we can offer better service, and because I frankly like the services that were offered from the underwriter, that I write with Old Republic. Why? Because I don't really think that a title insurance company, that an agent should be in competition with the insurance that carrier that it writes with. And a lot of other companies, the Storts and the First Americans, they are doing substantial business and they're competing against their agents to get the same exact business. And I don't want to be in competition with the person that I'm working for. I want to be in a partnership with the person that I'm working for. And I think that that's really the benefit that Old Republic offers me. Although this wasn't meant to be a commercial for Old Republic, I think they're fantastic. I enjoy working with them. And at the end of the day, the policies that you get, as I've said, are going to be the same, almost word for word, from any insurance underwriter. So really, all that matters for your purposes are who is providing you the best service, who is providing you the most affordable cost options. And with that said, I'm going to sign off, say it's good to be back. Again, I really missed you. I hope you had a fantastic 4th, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.